Stove na hot, watch the one them on clown antenna. Them girl they are real, I'm a bella. He born me for them, can't stand for say them. Yeah man, them under one umbrella.
Hi there, it's Zach here. Welcome back to Simply Kia. And yes, I know, let me just cut straight to the case. I know I did not post in about almost 4 months or 5 months. I was just kind of busy trying to organize some stuff with myself, but here I am today. I come, well, you can read by the title of this video. I come to share my experience with JMMB Bank, how it was, why I signed up for it, and maybe throw in a few tips here and there. But first, let me get straight to the chase. Disclaimer, I am not promoting the bank for them, or I am not a financial advisor. If you all want financial advice, I would suggest you go to Karen Rose's page. Well, for those who might know him, but for those who don't know him, regardless of what, I'm leaving a link in the description below. You all can go to his page and you all can find out whatever you all need to find out from him. I find he's one of the best financial advisors, well, on YouTube, that provided a lot of people with enough information on how to go about these kind of process and get through with these things, you know. But without further ado, let me get into the video. So yes, well, I don't think it have a soul in Trinidad that don't know who JMMB Bank is, well, what JMMB Bank is. I don't think it have a soul that don't know. But in case you all don't know, I'll just come to tell you all. So JMMB now is a bank. Well, it's the only bank in Trinidad and Tobago and other Caribbean countries. I think Jamaica, Canada, UK. But talking Caribbean wise, because I know Jamaica is another one, they are the only banks right now currently in our country, right, that provides us with these Visa debit cards. As you can see here, they provide us with these Visa debit cards to enable us to, you know, use it as a normal Visa debit card, but we could also connect these Visa debit cards to PayPal. We can buy and exchange stocks with it, so I heard, and you could basically do some online shopping on it, but not like the kind of heavy kind of online shopping like if you have a credit card, because you know, I know the limit on a credit card will be more. These cards, well, this one, the limit on these kind of cards, well, this one specifically, as you're seeing it here, is 200 US. It have a goal one to this one, that is, I think, for people who mainly or more qualify for the card. They have a spending limit of 250 US, but that is all you get, right? So you could put your money on it. You have your 200 spending limit in case you want to do anything with it, and you could connect to PayPal. Yes, so see, I kind of smile with that part there. You could kind of catch on where I want to say next. So yes, the main reason why I wanted to get this card now is because for the longest while, I think since the pandemic started, I wanted access to PayPal and had no kind of access to it, like none. But I know I'm not the only one in Trinidad that didn't had no kind of access to this. You know, I know I wasn't alone. And I still have some people that still don't have access to it and now looking to apply for the card just like me. I just got this like what, day before yesterday. I now got this. So after so long of wanting to get it, I finally got it. But the main reason why I wanted it, because you know, I wanted to use PayPal. I wanted to try to do like online stuff to make money and, you know, not be heavily dependent on, you know, like, you know, basically waiting to get employed in Trinidad. Now, don't get me wrong, if you are pursuing anything over here and you really want to do it, you go for it. I'm not encouraging nobody to be like, yeah, she right, these, you know, whether it making no sense, best we do. I mean, you could try your own thing. Means you have to wait on whenever a job decide to hire you. But if you want to you know, still pursue anything in this country and you want to go for it, you go for it. You do whatever you want to do. That is all what matters. But for me now, even though I have other stuff I want to do, let me be real. In these times we are living in, as you all could see, flower just raised the other day. I do not believe that one job alone is enough to have a stable source of income, especially for those who have families. I believe if you have to have a job, you have to have a side hustle now, or you have to have multiple streams of income. And tell me if I'm wrong, because minimum wage salary a month is only what, $3,033.33, I believe. And for some people who may be living on their own, that might even be enough to pay the rent, pay a bill, buy food on the table, let alone if they have more other people to look after. So see how tough times getting. And then before now, we was in a pandemic. So when it's in a pandemic, people losing their work, people home, you know, they're looking for job, everybody all over the place, helter skelter, looking for job. Then they reach the point you gotta get vaccinated for a job. You know, it's like one set of craziness I find, honestly and speaking. But thank God we are starting to move out of that stage, you know. That's a good thing. But for me, I wanted this card since I was 18. I am 20 years now. I wanted this since I was 18, but the requirements that I needed to have in order to get it, I didn't have it. Because let me tell you something, this is not no card where if you're going for the citizens, it's like $100 to open it up. When you go and open it up, no. This card is $400 in total. Everybody could just get $400 off the jump, right? And everybody could get that just so. And then on top of that, even if you get that, not everybody could be able to acquire a job letter or a pay slip. And on top of that too, I think that bank also would more require a stamped pay slip, right? So I just looking up some requirements that you will need for, like, if you're looking to open up an account with them, right? So just pulling this up here on my next phone. Alright, so well, it have a personal savings account that you can open, which is like a normal one, any normal one when you go in a bank. It have the personal joint and it have the business one, right? So well, of course, if you all go on the site for yourself, well, I'm not sure how clearly you've seen it on my phone. I show the light in the way of the phone, but I nothing. Leave a link to all these things in the description below. You will see it for yourself. You know, for each of these, one of the main things you will need is, of course, one form of ID, your utility bill on your name. But if it is not on your name, if you live in a house with somebody and the utility bill is on their name, then you can just let them do up an authorization letter. Like, for example, let's say I so and so allow or authorize X, Y, and Z to use the utility bill to show proof of address, because that's basically what the utility bill will be for, proof of address. I basically allowing them to use this as proof of address to be able to say, well, you know, they live in here so and so years and so forth. You know, you print it and you just let the person sign it. But okay, from when I went in, right, because I do this exact thing, right, from when I went in, I get two forms. I get two forms to fill out, that where I didn't even have had to write all of this. Like, they literally had an authorization letter. And well, if you're applying as an unemployed person, because that is the benefit in this bank, you could apply as an unemployed person. If you're applying as an unemployed person, you were supposed to get also a funding letter sheet. Well, this is for the branch I went in. I don't know if all the other branches does do this, because I think it have one in Tunapuna and one in down in South. I'm not sure if all of them does do this, but they should. So when I got it, I got an authorization letter to just write up and let the person sign, and you know. But if you all don't get that, then you could use the first suggestion that I said, you know, type it up for yourself, make sure it addressed to the bank, and you print it and you just let the person sign it. Alright, well, for those who went through a kind of process like that, is, you know, you might know where I'm coming from, you know. So yeah, a recent pay slip, it must be valid for 1 month, you know. So after a month, if it not if 1 month pass, well, you can't use it again, you'll have to get a next one. Or a job letter that is at least valid for 3 months, and it must be addressed to the bank itself. Your job, wherever you working, will handle that, right? And well, of course, the minimum account opening fee is $250, and to pay for the card is $150, so in total $400. But as I say, if you qualify for the gold card, then it will be $450 in total you're paying, right? And then it has a personal joint account where just reading it out for you all still, and because I know they could go on it, but I'm still reading it out for you all still. Have the personal joint account where you just put up one national ID, utility bill, same thing, recent pay slip. But this is with 2 people applying now. This is with 2 people applying to be on the same account. So the minimum account opening is $250, and with this one, I believe that each of the account holder may request a Visa debit card. So like, seeing how it's both of all on the same account, I would pursue, well, I believe so, that you should be able to order a Visa debit card also if you're in a joint account with somebody. So both of you all should have the joint account Visa debit card, you know. No, I see. I hope I'm not going too fast. I'm just trying to explain everything as fast as possible. But yeah, and then it has for personal self-employed, this one just a little different. With this one, the only difference in it is that if you have a certification of registration of your business, or a certificate of registration of your business, or a statement of income and expenditure, I believe that is basically how much money you're getting in your business and whatever, if you're not providing the certificate, because it said an or. Alright, sorry about that. I was going to do something quick, but anyway, yes. So basically, if you have a certificate of registration of your business or a statement of income and expenditure, you can provide those. But I'm seeing and or, so maybe it is optional to have at least one out of them to be able to apply. But the same, you know, with the one form ID, utility bill, and account opening. Now, what I would say, right, when you're going in with the utility bill, use a WASA or light bill, you know, just to be safe, because sometimes there are some places that, you know, they say the internet bill and thing fine. But I would say if you're going down Independence Square, if you're going, have either WASA or TNT, because they don't accept no cable bills or nothing like that. They don't accept that. I mean, it's still showing proof of address, but they don't accept that, well, at least down there, right? And if you get a pay slip, make sure it's stamped and it's a monthly pay slip, because when I was to apply and I was to use it, my own was a fortnightly pay slip, and well, they didn't really take it at first, and I was to go and get a bank statement, and you know, it was a kind of inconvenience and a runabout. But what I could say is, thank God that over with, because I am telling you, it felt really good. I'm not lying, it felt really, really, really good finally getting this out of the way. Like, this is like something like a second achievement next to getting my license. I could make a video on that too. You know, I didn't really post up on that so much, but I'll make a video on that too. How it was. I actually got that at 19, not at 20 though. But yeah, I was just happy that I got it because now I could finally try to do something. Well, let me get to the excited part. Well, you know, when I get that card in my hand, so I was like, the first thing I said to myself, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home because I was going to connect it to PayPal again, but I was praying at the same time to her because I don't know, I was getting so much mixed questions on YouTube. It's like some people were saying the card not working, and then some other people saying it working, and then some people saying if it's not a personal account it wouldn't work, and then some people say, you know, like it was a lot of mixed answers. So some people was, you know, they kind of tying you up, but I still was like, you know, let me give it a try still. If it didn't do what I wanted to do, well, boy, at least I have another bank account in case of anything. But I say when I go, I have to try this to make sure it's working. And when I tell you, I punch in the details, so and I see, my God, after PayPal, let me tell you, that the best feeling. That was a good feeling. I really get up and I start to dance because I was happy. Because now I have access to, you know, if I want to brand off myself and get paid from it also, it wouldn't be an issue to receive payment internationally, and that was one of the goals that I wanted and I got to achieve, so amen to that. However, though, let me leave this little disclaimer, right, in terms of when it comes to PayPal. So for those who might be watching this and maybe have your card already, but didn't connect to PayPal yet, you will be adding in your numbers you see into the front of your card, right? You will know what I'm talking about. You'll be adding in your numbers that you see to the top of your card. The next selection, you're supposed to see Visa, whether it's a Visa debit card, whether it's a Visa credit, a MasterCard. Well, of course, you'll just select Visa. And the card, PayPal will be able to detect whether it's a debit or credit, so don't worry. You just put in Visa, you put in when your card expiring, right? And then you be honest and put in your location when you're doing it on PayPal, right? And make sure that you are using the TT PayPal, not the US PayPal. Because if you use the US PayPal, you had to put in US address and all them thing, and that would be the wrong one you're using. So if you know you have that set up already but you have nothing connected, don't use that unless you have things to use with that. Use the PayPal for TNT. You just, well, okay. Here what? From instead of me explaining it, I have another video with Karen was explaining that. I will also put that in the link. You see how much help I give and all here. Because I don't know who might see this and, you know, might know what it is going on here. But this is just me like sharing my experience. Like, I find they are a great bank. It's a small bank though. There's not enough branches, but maybe as time progresses, they may expand, because I am telling you, when I went on one and I was the first person there. I went regularly. Like, when you go in and apply, reach early. Don't reach close to 9 o'clock and them kind of thing, because you go find yourself at the back of the line. If you had to reach down to where it is, all your branches, reach down on time. Like all 7, like all, you know, 7:45, all kind of thing good. Or maybe even 8 o'clock on the dot, because people are start to come in. When I went, I arrived at about 8. And from there, when it was close to 9, it had about almost 10 other people behind me. I was saying, like, thank God I went early, because I would have had to be waiting in this long line to get through. But when you apply on the first day, right, they wouldn't do your account in the same day, because of so much people are coming to apply. They wouldn't do it all in the same day, you know. So they will take your form, you will help make you sign up, whatever. You all will know when that time comes if you all are going to apply. and then they will tell you that they will call you back, but don't worry, they don't take long to call back. I know when I was reading it before in the pandemic, some people were saying that they used to take very long to call back, but I'm telling you, I went and applied on Friday. Sorry about that. I'll cut that out. But yes, sorry about that. That's another inconvenience there. Well, I'll pause, but yes, basically what I was saying, when I applied in the same day, them call me back later back in the evening and tell me I could come for my card right on early Monday and pay and put my deposit and everything in it. So I was like, ooh, that will be talking about fast service. So yeah, I heavily recommend this card for anybody who might pursuing to try and do stuff online, to get paid via PayPal. You get your pay, you transfer it to your account and all is good. But just know though that PayPal does deduct some fees from you when you're transferring money to your account. I think the only time they don't tax or take any money out of what you might have in PayPal is if it's the first of the month. Yeah, if it's the first of the month, they don't tax nothing to it. And I think it kind of automatic now, where when the first of the month comes, the money, whatever money you have in PayPal, will just transfer out and go into your card. So that is even a plus, because I was learning before that it was actually an option to take it like that, but it's not option no more, like it's just automatic. So that's a good thing. But yes, this is my experience with it. I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope I enlighten you all a little bit with whatever it is. As I said from the beginning of the video, I'm not a financial advisor. I try to explain it as best as possible, but the real person I would recommend for you all to really ask the most of your questions is Kieran Rose. Again, I'm linking his channel linked in the description below. I'm linking the website below, and something else I was supposed to link below and I forget. My bad. But I know I will link all what I had a link for you all to get more access to them, right? So stay tuned for more videos. I'll be dropping soon. I do hope that you all have a pleasant good day. Bye.